Hi, Maria Ines here. I could give you a laundry list of things that you can do today to have a beautiful, good looking brand. But I feel that that would be a disservice to you. Instead, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk to you the one secret weapon that you already have and that I suspect that you're not using to its full potential. So, I'm going to show you how to find it and how to use it. So stay tuned. I feel like right now we live in a very exciting times for us female entrepreneurs. And that is because it's super easy to start your own business, right? But that brings up two feelings. One, yeah, it's cool. It's amazing. It could be, all the options. Then you get a little overwhelmed. But then on the other hand, what's also happening is that people are thinking, yes, but then everybody is starting their own business. How do I differentiate myself? How do I compete with those people over there who are doing the same thing as me for, half the price? And this, my friend, is the key or one of the keys that really helped me shift my mindset when I stopped looking at people that do the same thing as I do as competitors. And why? Because I realized that they could sell exactly the same thing as me, but they will never be me. And I am my most amazing, powerful brand's asset. And that is the same for you. So why is this relevant? Because if you stop believing that they're your competitors and instead, hey, they're doing the same thing as me, but they do it differently, right? Because they're not me. Forget about their pricing, forget about competing on features, forget about competing on speed, forget about competing at all, period. What I want to talk to you today is that if you brand the way that I help you brand, you will not have to think about competition anymore because it will become irrelevant because you will never be comparing apples with apples again. Well, you never were. But in your mind, you will understand that you were not comparing apples with apples. What do I mean by that is that, for example, in my case, my services, right? What I do with people, everybody else who's a brand strategist does the same thing as me. But nobody does it the same way I do because they don't have my skill sets. One of them being, I am highly intuitive. All I need is 5 minutes with you. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, 10 minutes with me. And then I can really pinpoint what it is about you that may be unique and that we may be able to use it to highlight your brand, your product, your services, right? So those are things that other people may have amazing other qualities. And I'm not saying that, if only with me you can do this. No, there's other amazing people who do the same thing as I do, but only I do it the way I do it. And how did I come up with this? I started by understanding truly and deeply and wholly what it was about me that I bring to the table and that is unique to me. Because there and then is the only time and place and moment that I can stand above the rest. Because I am not competing. I don't need to convince you that I am the right choice instead of, Jessie over here. No, I am the right choice for you if you're looking for this, for that, and for that. And that's, brand messaging and all that, brand positioning, etc. But my point is this, understanding who you are as a brand starts with understanding who you are as a person. What are the qualities of your personality that are relevant to bring into your brand and that will attract those people that you want to attract? Because this brings me to another point is that not because you're a brand, personal brand, you need to bring every aspect of your personality into your business. That's never what I say. So some people say oh, well, but I don't want to bring my kids into the mix. But you don't have to. You don't have to open up your entire personal life to have a personal brand. The word personal brand just means that you are a person, right? That there's a face behind the brand. It doesn't mean that I have to show you what's in my closet, what type of brand I brush with. No, it just means that you know that I am the face behind my brand. And then the last caveat that I want to say here before we go is that one thing that I also want you to understand is that not because I'm saying that you are your brand, should you take a no, a rejection personally. It's nothing to do with you. Sometimes people will say, no, I don't want to work with you because honestly, it's not the right moment for them financially. Or, they have other commitments at the moment that they cannot get rid of, and therefore they don't have the time to invest in working with you. Or honestly, even though they have followed you and they have read everything that you publish out there, they liked it, but once they get to know you, there's just there's not that connection. It could be also the other way around from you to them. So don't ever take it personally. Honestly, one thing is to really own and have ownership of your brand, but you always should detach yourself from the results, because by really putting yourself outside of your brand, then you're better able to help the clients because there's no attachment to the results. In the sense of if they say no, then it's something personal. Don't take it personal. Just maybe learn something if there's something to learn in that lesson, and then move on. Wish them well, and maybe recommend somebody that may be better suited for them. So how do you find out how and what aspects of you should you infuse in your brand? Simple, and don't roll your eyes until I'm done. With personality tests. Why? Because these are going to help you really identify things that you may well know about yourself, but they're putting it in words. They're putting it into ways that are tangible, not only for you, but you can also use to communicate to your clients. The skill sets that you have, the trademarks, the things that make you you. They will help you to articulate. I'm telling you, for me, it was really eye-opener to put into words things that I didn't know how to express into words. And that now I use in my language, and my brand positioning, and my brand copy to really articulate what it is about me that makes me unique. So that's one thing. Another resource that you can have is just really talk to people who know you, family. Take them with a grain of salt, but still, they can help you also identify certain things that, what is it about you that they keep coming back to? What do they ask you all the time help for, etc., etc. All those little things combined can really make a very interesting profile that you may be able to use in your brand and how to infuse your personality in your brand. And then once you have all these things, I cannot tell you how much your brand is going to start shifting, because you are going to feel empowered and really confident about what it is about you and how that is going to help you bring your brand to life and really express how that is going to help the people that you're going to help. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're here to do, right? To make a transformation and impact into other people that we're helping with our businesses and our products and our services. All right, I hope this was helpful. I cannot wait to hear all the experiences. If you want to share your personality tests results, please put them down here. I would leave some resources of my favorite ones in the comments below, but I would love to hear from you to see how you're thinking that your personality can be infused in your brand. And don't forget to stick around for next video, because we're going to start talking about how to bring all the aspects that we're talking about together into a cohesive brand. All right, see you later. Bye.